Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Do we have everybody on the call today? If we do, just type in the chat box that you're here so I can see if everybody is here and if you can hear me. All right, sound is okay. People are getting on. Let me know what you see on the screen there. If you can hear me, please let me know what you see on the screen. Perfect. Awesome. All right, it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for those of you that showed up early. Thank you very much. Much respect. I'm going to give everybody else probably about 2 or 3 more minutes, then we're going to roll. I want to respect everyone's time. We got a packed content call today. I sent out a survey probably about a week and a half ago. Quite a few of you responded to it. Some of you didn't. I was kind of surprised by it. But the ones that did, you asked them very specific questions about building and optimizing a campaign. So I had my guys create a quick little case study that's ongoing right now where we walked into a brand new niche from scratch. I'm going to show you everything, what we're doing as far as how to build a campaign and optimize it. And I'm going to explain some stuff to you. It's in a very aggressive niche as well. It's borderline, probably get us banned on Facebook, but because I have a really good relationship with the big blue giant, my rep was able to navigate us around. I wouldn't advise anybody, first of all, I don't advise anybody walk into this niche and try to run it. So take the methodologies and the strategies that I'm going to be teaching you here, and you can apply it to literally any other niche market, and that'll be that. Yeah, I sent out a survey. I sent it out twice. There's a few people are chiming in saying they didn't see the survey, but there's a lot of you that did. So I'm not too sure what happened. The best thing for you guys to do, if you haven't already done it, is support at strategic-mentoring.com. You need to whitelist that email address for your email provider, because I know some of my emails do get in people's junk box and spam folder. I don't know why. I don't write any spammy emails. And when I set up my autoresponders, my messages, I always get like a 1 or like a 0.75. So I'm nowhere on the radar for spam. So I'm not too sure what's going on. I'm going to put the address in here for you guys. Whitelist this email address. If you have a Gmail account and it's going there, put it in, I think it's content or whatever, and whitelist it. It's not promotions, it's not social. It's very important, so you better label it as such so that you can get all the emails, because this stuff is very important. And one of the other questions, so I got a question on optimizing campaigns, and I got another question on affiliate marketing, how to look for products, how to run products and dominate the marketplace. and how to find them using free tools, because a couple members chimed in that they couldn't find products with free tools. And really, you guys, this is the best place right now, the best time that you're living in. When I got started, we had no tools, we had nothing. We had to do everything by hand, and it was laborious, it was crazy, it was hard. The tools that you guys got now, oh my God, if I had those tools like 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be on a beach getting fat and lazy and just working on my laptop. Like you guys, all these tools that are out there now, these, like ClickFunnels and Entreport and Fusionsoft, and like you got a complete business in a box. Like you guys should be just be crushing it. Like there should be no, you know what I mean? But I guess it is hard, right? For those of you that are here now, maybe it is hard. But imagine if you started your business like I did 15 years ago, or even 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago. You would have quit and went to go work at McDonald's. So, guys, understand how blessed you are right now. Like all the tools that are, and you don't need a lot of tools. I can't stress this enough. Like my guys, like I use, I used free tools to get to six figures per month. I didn't buy any paid tools whatsoever. I had a free autoresponder. I had free web hosting. Yes, my sites were god awful ugly. Often forms were ugly, but guess what? It worked. People back then, they didn't care. They wanted the info, right? If you understand copywriting and you understand the psychology of people, that's all you needed. Like you walk into a market and you understood what their pains and their hurts and their desires and their aspirations were, and you could put some decent copy together. That's all you needed, right? So nowadays, like you guys got it made. Like I got a nephew who's 19 years old who lives in the UK and is a complete pothead, smokes pot all day long. And I did a case study about this. He finally, after 3 years, he finally said, Uncle Peter, like, teach me how to do internet marketing, teach me how to make money online. He's a complete pothead, complete stoner. So I showed him with just the free tools that are available now. And now the guy is doing, when he started, 4 months into it, he got up to $400 a day, complete stoner. Then he said, this is too much work. I don't want to do this anymore. So I said, okay, well, go build a team then. Go outsource all your stuff. And he goes, what's that? So I explained outsourcing to him. So he got everything done on Fiverr. That's his complete workforce is on Fiverr. Now he's making like $600 a day, and he outsources all this stuff. All he does is he sits and plays PlayStation 4 with his friends in the UK and smokes. Makes $600 a day. Yes, he's got his overhead for paying people on Fiverr, but at the end of the day, he's probably pulling in about 400, probably about 450 bucks a day profit. So that's, and I didn't teach him anything special. You guys have more advanced information and more advanced techniques and more case studies than I showed him. I just showed him the basics. So anybody can do this. If you put your mind to this and you have a little bit of common sense, and the tools out there right now are so powerful and free, most of them, that you can walk in any market. And like I said, if you understand a little bit of copywriting and you understand the psychology of people, get some books, read the psychology of people. Go get Robert Cialdini's book, Persuasion. Any one of Robert Cialdini's books, just read that. You'll be far ahead of the game than 99% of the people online, because all the internet is all based on psychology of people. The tools are just 1%. That's it. You can get any tool and it'll do the job for you. Okay, so that was about 5 or 6 minutes of my rambling on. So I'm gonna get going. I just got the new version of Webinar Jam, so I'm gonna hope this works. I'm trying to figure all this stuff out. So I've got uh, I've got a slide presentation here that I'm gonna put on the screen. I'm gonna hopefully it works. You guys let me know. Let me know what you see on the screen right now, please, and let's see if this works or not. I've had a lot of people. I've been in Webinar Jam and people are freaking out. They got the new Webinar Jam and nothing's working, or this is crashing, and it's just it's kind of funny, but it's neither here nor there. Uh, What do you guys see on the screen? Let me know if you see anything on the screen, please. Perfect. Awesome. It works. I'm super happy. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the case study. One of the members asked, please help us out in building out a campaign and show us how to optimize it. So this is a campaign, like I said, that we built out literally in the last few days. What I'm going to do is I can't show you everything. I'm going to show you some stuff that's going to help you get up and running. I'm looking at the slides now on a different laptop, and it looks like some of it's a little bit blurry in my eyes because of the webinar jam, how it's set up. You're not going to be able to see it as clearly, but don't freak out. I'll get the guys to get everything in a PDF for you. I'll put it in the membership site, so just bear with it. I'm going to walk you through it so that you can kind of understand it. And forgive me, I have a little bit of allergies here. So you guys can still hear me, correct? Everyone can still hear me. Just please chime in. All right, perfect. I'm going to get going here. Okay, so let me go to the next slide here. This is in the survival niche. We've just walked into this niche literally about, it's been probably about 8 days ago. As you can see here, top right hand corner, they took these slides yesterday, so August the 21st. What I'm going to show you here is, so here's the problem. When people are building out campaigns, they use too many interests, they use too many ads in their ad sets. Here's how we build out our campaigns. We build out a campaign, we build out an ad set, we build out one ad in an ad set. Maximum, we'll build 2 ads in an ad set, that's it. We use 2 interests. The reason why we use 2 interests and only 2 interests is because we want to split test which interest is working. That's it. I don't want to get too complex with you guys. I don't want to go over your head. I'm giving you the campaign structure. 1 campaign, 1 ad set, maximum 2 ads in a ad set, 2 interests. That's it. Okay. Let me know if you guys understand that. Type that in the chat box if you understand that. Please don't ask me, well, what if I build 3 campaigns, or what if I build 10 campaigns? I'm telling you what I do, let me rephrase that. I'm telling you what my team does now, because I just basically, I don't do anything anymore. I just go find the offers, I get exclusivity, I get top payouts, I build the relationships with the advertiser. I don't go into the grunt work anymore. I've been there, done that literally over the last 8 years. And 3 courses later with DNA Wealth Blueprint and all the other Facebook courses that I created, i.e. with Matt Clark with Social Secrets back in the day, all those courses I created. Pretty much every Facebook course that was created, I actually created it, or I was a big part of it. So I don't really do anything anymore. Like, that's on my team now. That's why we build a team, and I'll get into that further in the webinar, why you should build a 8-player team, so they do everything. You give them massive equity in the company, you take a small equity stake, you take a big giant step back, and you relax. That's where I'm at now. But put in the chat box if you understand that. Campaign, 1 ad set, 2 ads maximum, 2 interests, that's it. The reason why you do that is because you want to split test which interest is popping and which ad is popping. That's it. You put any more ads in that, it's based on whatever kind of budget that you have. Facebook is going to allocate whatever ad takes off first. They're going to push all the budget towards that ad because they want to get paid. It's an auction pool. The rest of your ads are going to suffer. So you could have great ads, but you'll never know because maybe 1 ad just popped and the other 3 didn't pop. Or you have 7 or 8 ads in there and maybe 2 popped, and the rest of them you'll never know. So you'd be banging your head and burning out money. Does that make sense to everybody? Type that in the chat box, please. Once again, 1 ad per ad set, or maximum 2 ads in an ad set with 2 interests. That's it. Don't pile 10 interests into your campaign. Don't pile 20 interests in there, 2 interests or 1 interest, depending how you structure your ads. Okay? So next thing you want to do is when we break down our age groups, we started out broad. The reason why we started out broad is because we needed to get a handle for the auction pool that we're in. So, and this is only quickly. We do this for the first 12 hours. So whenever we start any type of a campaign, we start with a decent sized budget, and we go with a broad type of an audience. So we go with a broad age group of an audience. So we'll do something like 18 to 50, 18 to 55, 24 to 44. We just go broad for the first 12 hours because we want to see what's in the marketplace. Once we start to get input back from Facebook, and you'll get this literally if you set your ads up properly within the next 6 to 12 hours, we build out new campaigns, new ad set, new ads, and we'll narrow down our age groups, and we'll start to do age groups of 5 to 7 years tops. So we'll do something like 18 to 25. Strike that. We do sometimes in some markets do 18-year-olds, but for the majority, I don't advise you doing that because a lot of 18-year-olds do not have credit cards. Unless you're building out a brand-based campaign, unless you're building out a viral type of a campaign where you want those metrics, so you want 18-year-olds hitting your video and liking your video just to build out your brand equity, that's okay. But when it comes to lead gen, when it comes to selling something, we'll start 25 years old and above. So we'll do 25 to like 34, break it down into 7 years or 10-year age groups, and then we'll further refine from there, breaking it down into 5-year increments. Does this make sense to everybody? But we start out, that's how we start out broad. So we'll do 7 to 10 years, that's our broad, and then we'll shrink it from there within the first 6 to 12 hours. So it doesn't really matter about impressions. What we look for, all we care about are leads, conversions, and checkouts. When we're running our campaigns, we don't do any brand type of campaigns. We did that in the past with PPE and all other kind of stuff. That's okay. That's if you want to build out your fan pages. That's if you want to build out your domain. You want Facebook to look at your stuff and say this is a compliant business. You're looking at building out virality on your PPE campaigns. So your page post engagements, you want people to like, comment, and share all the other kind of good stuff. That's when you look at impressions, and that's when you look at that kind of stuff. But all we care about is leads, checkouts, purchases, that kind of stuff. Stuff that makes us money. The only time that you'll ever do a like campaign, if you guys are running like campaigns, is just to pre-qualify your traffic, to make sure that your traffic is in the same vicinity of the product or service that you are trying to sell. That's all a like campaign is for, is to pre-qualify the traffic. That's it. Just to make sure you're in the right, just to make sure you got the right avatar dialed in. So you want people that are responsive. When you're running a like campaign, the only reason why you should run a like campaign is running it to polls and surveys. The reason why? Well, because you're doing a page post engagement. You want to put a poll or a survey in your page post engagement so you get virality on your post, virality on your poll or your survey. And that's a like campaign, so you want to make sure that you're building out that way. That's it. That's the only time we'll ever do a like campaign. We haven't run like campaigns in probably about 2 years because we just don't see any need to run like campaigns anymore. We're not an agency, i.e. Facebook agencies like to run page post engagements and like campaigns just to butter up their clients. We don't care about that kind of stuff. If you're a direct response marketer, you're looking to get leads, checkouts, sales, purchases. You shouldn't give a rat's ass about likes campaigns. You're not in it. You're not in it for bloated metrics and bloated figures. Does this make sense to everybody? So I'll answer that question towards the end of it. So if you can save that, Ted, I'll answer that question down the road. I want to get this content out of the way so that you guys can see it. So as you guys can see here, what we did is, like I say, we just go for leads, we go for checkouts, purchases, stuff like that. And when we started this, our average cost was about $224 per lead when we're running, we're building out leads for our funnel. So that was quite high for us. But in this niche, in this survival niche, these leads are running anywhere from $5 and above to get a survival niche lead. So we my guys started out pretty good. So we're pretty happy with these metrics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we did here on this next slide. Is if you look at the red box there, you'll see our cost per click and our link clicks. Our cost per click, literally for our link clicks, was down to like 19 cents. Don't worry if you can't see this right now. This screen's kind of blurry the way Webinar Jam sets all this stuff up. So you will be getting a PDF and you'll be able to watch this webinar. I'm going to obviously upload it for you guys later, but stay on live because there's a lot of stuff here that I have to go through that if you have questions right now, you'll be able to ask me, okay? So we actually started to break apart all of our campaigns, set up separate campaigns, set up separate ads within our campaigns, and separate ad sets and ads within our campaigns. So we started to drill down now. If you look at number 1, 2, and 3, we started to shrink our list down. Like I said at the very beginning, we started going from start dropping our age groups into 5-year and 7-year increments, because over the first 12 hours of us running this campaign, literally it was like 7 hours. But 12 hours into it, we started getting some really good metrics. We started looking at what was going on. We started to shrink our age groups because we knew exactly who we wanted to target. We knew exactly their age groups. And as you can see here, Facebook rewarded us very well with our link clicks and our cost per clicks. And then our leads were just growing. Our CPMs were still a little bit high. I'm not worried so much about CPMs. It's just a bloated metric. So don't worry about your CPMs. When we originally started this campaign, our CPMs were $50, which is absolutely outrageous. But this is the reason why you break everything down into its own separate compartment, and you don't go too broad. You do your research so that when your ads are running and your campaigns are running, this is why you watch your campaign like a hawk. Whenever we run a campaign, whenever we start a campaign, we watch our campaigns like a hawk. We just don't set them up and walk away and leave them. The first 6 to 12 hours is crucial, because within the first 6 hours, you can change your budget around. You can start to build out new campaigns based on what you're seeing in the first 6 to 12 hours. You can lower your cost per budget. You want Facebook to optimize all your campaigns. Back in the day, I used to teach, let Facebook optimize everything. And that takes literally 3 days, 72 hours for Facebook to optimize your campaign. Nowadays, because Facebook is so big and because they like to chew up people's budgets right away, and they want to max out your budgets right away, we like to do everything literally. We start a campaign, let Facebook optimize it literally for about 6 hours. Then we pull everything away and we start to do everything manual ourselves because we want to be able to control the game. So that's why I recommend that you guys, when you're setting up campaigns, you watch them like a hawk for the first 6 to 12 hours, because this will tell you whether or not your ads are popping. This will tell you whether or not your ads are going to get any traction, just based on the metrics that you see. And then you can make the decision as to whether or not you want to let Facebook to continue to optimize your campaign for you based on your objectives. It's always based on your objectives, and it's always based on the budget that you're comfortable with. So whatever type of money that you're comfortable spending, and what your budget is and your objective, that's okay. If you're spending $5, $10 a day, those are your budgets. I'm not too sure how much data you're going to get. You're going to get some data if you have your targeting down. If you don't have your targeting down and it's all over the place and you've got all sorts of ads inside of your ad sets, you're not going to get a lot of traction. You're going to be sitting there and you're going to be wondering, where's the traffic? Why isn't the traffic coming to me? Well, not only are you confusing yourself, you're confusing the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't know what you want to do, right? Because you have like 5 or 6 ads in your ad set, your budget's set to $5 a day, and you've got like 3 or 4 or 10 interests inside of your campaigns. You don't know what you're doing. It's therefore you make it harder for the algorithm to even do any type of targeting or to even go out there and push out there. That's why you'll see that your reach is like 400 people if you look at your metrics, because the algorithm doesn't know what to do. So because you don't know what to do. So you guys have to understand when you're building out your campaigns, research is the key before you even spend a penny on Facebook. Before you even light up an ad on Facebook, you have to understand your marketplace. You have to understand who is the demographic in your market. You have to understand the psychographics of your market, which is i.e. the interest of the market. What interests are more compelling for your market, right? So let me go to the next, let me pause for a second here. Type into the chat box if you guys understand what I'm talking about or if this is completely over your head. So I'll give you a second. So what I do, Simone, is when my guys are looking at campaigns, we will start broad as far as the age group. But within about 6 hours after the campaign is lit up, we're going to get enough metrics coming in that we're going to be able to dial back our age groups and start to do 5 years to 7 year increments for targeting. We'll start out 7 to 10 years. Sometimes we'll do 25 to like 55. We'll just open it right out. We tend to not do that too much because we don't want to target too big of a pool. We go broad, but not too broad where we're targeting everybody. We don't want everybody in the marketplace because not everybody's going to buy. So we do 7 to 10 years, and then once we start to get our metrics in, like 6 hours into the campaign, we'll dial it back 5 to 7 years, and then we'll get more refined from there based on what we're seeing, based on what our objective is. So Eddie, we start out with budgets. So we'll start out with budgets like $50 here for our campaigns. Usually my guys are starting out with a little bit higher budgets because we want to get data in right away. So with this particular campaign, because we're in such an aggressive niche, we did all the research beforehand. We looked at what our competitors were doing. We spied on them on Facebook. We have a really good idea. Like I said, that leads for this marketplace are coming in like $5, $7 on average. So we already knew, knowing that we're not going to go in with high budgets. We don't need to. We know this is a very profitable niche. We know people in this niche, based on their psychology, they spend money. They have disposable income because they're based on, this is a fear-based market. You want to make money in any type of markets, you go into a fear-based market or you go into a pleasure-based market. People are either running away from fear or moving towards pleasure. I'm sure you guys have heard that lots of times. So those are your big money makers. So we understand all of this. We spent 2 weeks doing our research, looking at our competitors, getting on their email list, looking at how they're sending out their email copy, looking at their articles, looking at their sales pages. This is what we do before we even spend a penny on Facebook going into any kind of campaign. And we do this for every niche market. So we don't waste money. A lot of people, I'm gonna tell you right now, 99% of the people that walk into Facebook and start a Facebook campaign, they don't do three quarters. They don't do 90% of the research that we do. They just light up a campaign. They think they know what they're doing, and they want to spend money. And then all of a sudden, a week later, they blew their cash. They blew their wad. So I'm not saying $5 a day budgets are bad or $10 a day budgets are bad. I'm saying to you, if you set up a $5 a day budget or a $10 a day budget, and you have more than two ads in an ad set, and you have more than three or four interests, you're not getting anywhere. You're just wasting your time, wasting your money, and it's going to be harder for you to get any traction with your campaigns. Period. So you might as well not put any money in Facebook at all, because you're just stalemating yourself. So inside the course, I've already talked about what's the minimum for audience pools and what the target. Listen, I put this course together for you guys. The course here is very meaty. It's got a ton of intel in it. I put together on the optimization and scale section. I've given you the exact metrics that you guys need to use for audiences. Now, keep in mind, these are just guidelines based on my experience of traffic. Your market may be different, so that's why you need to do your research. But if you're looking for a definitive, what's the audience size that I should target, I've explained this a few times. You can go anywhere from 300 to 500,000. That's to be your first target. There's no sense you targeting 2 million people. Why would you target 2 million people? Why would you target 5 million people out of the gate or 10 million people out of the gate? You're not going to hit anybody. And then Facebook's going to think you're a spammer. Why does this person want to hit 10 million people in their audience pool right away? Unless you set your budget to $1,000 a day or $2,000 a day, or $5,000 a day, then that makes sense to Facebook. But if you've got budgets of whatever, $10, $5, and you set your audience pool to 5 million people, that doesn't make sense to the algorithm, right? What you're gonna do is that's a red flag. That's an anomaly to the algorithm. That's gonna trip a manual review, and then Facebook reviewer is gonna look at all your stuff, and you put yourself behind the 8 ball. Okay, so let's move on here. This is what one of our ads look like. So again, you guys will have all this in a PDF format. I'm a little bit disappointed can everybody see this kind of clearly, by the way, before I keep rambling on? Because as I'm looking at a different screen, it looks kind of small and blurry. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just my laptop. Can you guys chime in really quickly? Let me know if you can see this clearly or is a little bit blurry for you guys. Okay, so we got some mix and match there. That's what I thought. Okay, so let me just tell you, this is one of our ads that we're running. So the headline is scientists have finally put this together. So concerned scientists show how to survive the upcoming crisis. Okay, so it's short, it's compelling, it's impactful. If you guys understand copy and you understand the psychology of people and you understand your market, you will know this is an effective type of an ad. Take these principles and you can move them into your niche market for what you're promoting. Understand your market, understand your work. You don't have to write out long form. By the way, it is actually a good idea for you to do long form ads because it's going to help with your ad quality score. It's going to help with lowering the negative feedback on your ads, which is what Facebook is looking for right now, which is what will get your account disabled if you have a lot of negative feedback and a lot of hide this by advertiser or I don't want to see this by this advertiser, all this kind of negative stuff. It is better for you to have long form ads. Now, if you don't have long form ads, it's okay. As long as you have crisp, compelling copy, a highly engaging image that will capture people's attention, you'll be fine in your marketplace. So you have to watch all your metrics. You have to watch your feedback that you're getting from people, right? So like I said here, we targeted really small because we want to get a good bit of feedback based on our targeting. We only targeted like 900 people reached here, but we got some good metrics that we know that we're on the right track. Okay, so that's something that you want to do. That's the psychology of how you want to present your ads. Now, because we're in, and by the way, this is one of my team members' Facebook accounts. So obviously, it's not my account where you're seeing this Facebook here. So I have to block out their stuff there because you just can't see that kind of stuff. But I have people that have running ad accounts in 3 different continents. So that's another way how we shield ourselves, especially in this type of a marketplace where I wouldn't say it's borderline get your Facebook account banned. It's just that this niche is it's very risque niche as far as Facebook is concerned because a lot of guys in this niche are doing a lot of black hat stuff, and which I don't advise you do. Um, you can do this stuff compliantly. You just have to be very careful on your wording and on your imagery. So we'll go into the next slide here. So part of the optimization is we have to split test. Now, this is very edgy. This is borderline. This will get your account at at worst. This will get your account. They'll have to review this, right? But this is what we do because it's based on this marketplace, and we split tested this very quickly, by the way. So I'm going to tell you right now, this was one of the squeeze pages. We had a couple different squeeze pages going because in every marketplace, you need to have a couple different landers going. And the reason why is you don't want to rely on just one landing page for your marketplace because you don't know if one landing page is going to work. So you need to be able to split test your landing pages. So we use a software called Landing Page Genius that's able to rotate multiple landing pages, and we can split test on the fly. So we can split test in real time. So we'll see exactly what's working and what's not working. So we use this landing page really quickly. We use it for literally 2 hours, and then we stopped using it. The reason why we stopped using it is because we noticed that a lot of people were hitting the page and they were bouncing. So we figured, okay, some of the verbiage based on what Landing Page Genius was telling us, and based on the other tracking tools that we're using heat maps and we're using click maps. We're using a click map and a heat map. So we're using Hotjar, which is one of the better heat map tools out there. We noticed that we had to kill this landing page immediately because it just wasn't working. And we split tested it, and then we found a better landing page that was working. And the reason why it was working, I'll go back here. You guys can let me know what's the difference here between this landing page that you guys see right now and this landing page. I'll give you a couple seconds to chime in. So I'll go back to this page here. You guys can take your notes. Let me know what you see there. And then this one. So a few things that were working for the second one landing page, which the first one didn't have, was if you look in the middle of this landing page right here, you'll see we had a countdown timer on the page, which works really well. And we also had the ebook. And you're right, it was less dramatic. It was all black space rather than having the picture background. The picture background was throwing people off. So we put the ebook in it, and the ebook and with the timer worked very well. That was high scarcity, but it was real scarcity because we actually pulled the ebook off when we're running. We had a couple different autoresponders running for it as well. This is part of your strategy when you're building out your ad campaigns and optimizing everything. We didn't scale. We have still not scaled this. We're still optimizing everything. So part of the problem, what people do is all of a sudden they think they have a winner and they start scaling stuff. They start scaling budget, they start scaling audience, they start scaling their campaigns, and we're still optimizing everything. And we're still running with small budgets. We're not going to blow this out of the water yet because we have to get our copy dialed in. Some of you that are on my Facebook wall, you'll notice yesterday I posted on my wall to a bunch of copywriters and I said, listen, I need to get some bullet points. What do you think of these bullet points? Because I had a copywriter that sent me over bullet points for the marketplace, and I'm not a copywriter. That's not my skill set. But I understand copy and I understand the psychology of people, and I've been doing this a very long time. And this is a paid copywriter that sent me these bullets, and I looked at them. I said, these bullets are garbage. Like, you're supposed to be a really good copywriter. The bullets that are on my Facebook page, one of the bullets I wrote myself based on understanding copy and understanding the psychology of people. And so far, the people that have chimed in, good, knowledgeable copywriters, a lot of them have picked my bullet that I wrote versus the other three bullets that the trained copywriter wrote. So what does that tell you, right? So that's why we're not even scaling. We're still optimizing. We need to get everything down. Yep. So everything works. The scarcity, the ebook, the countdown timer, and then we're still further optimizing from there. So what we did is we found that all of our traffic, based on our campaign, based on our pixel, everybody was coming from mobile. Our leads were 85% of our leads were coming from mobile. So, and we found all this out within the first 12 hours. So my guys completely just killed all the desktop campaigns. All our leads are coming from mobile. 85% of our leads are coming from mobile. We put them into the autoresponder. Even the ones at desktop were not buying after they went to our autoresponder, which I'll get through in a second. But our leads that are buying are coming from mobile. So we just killed desktop completely. So we killed all our campaigns for desktop. Why would you waste money on desktop if you're only getting a little bit, 15% of your leads are coming from desktop, and then they're not buying. They're opting in, but they're not buying. That money we just allocated towards mobile. So this is the part of optimization. This is the part that a lot of people don't understand. Facebook gives you the most the best metrics on the face of the planet. What people don't do is they don't look at their Facebook reporting, right? And they don't look at their pixel. They put a pixel on the page, but they don't look at their metrics. They don't look at what the pixel's telling them, and they continue to do things backwards. I'm not too sure why. So we switched everything over to mobile, and this is what our mobile squeeze page looks like, right? Again, these are the bullets that the copywriter put on, and then these are the bullets that I pulled off and put on my Facebook wall, and I asked people, well, because these bullets are, in my opinion, they're weak. They're not compelling enough. So today, I'm having a word with our copywriter, and I'm either going to fire him or he's going to dig in and he's going to go do his research like he was paid to do beforehand so that he understands his marketplace. Chances are I'll probably end up firing him today. So, because this is unacceptable. The reason why you hire good copywriters and A-player copywriters is because they should know their, quote unquote, their shit so that it converts. So, But that's what our mobile page looks like, and it's converting really well. All our leads are coming to mobile now. They're optimized. We have an opt-in rate, which is really good. So before I get to that, this is still in the optimization stage, and as you can see here, we're breaking down our campaigns even more. And over the course of literally another 2 hours of us optimizing this campaign, our clicks went down to literally 9 cents. So they started at our lead flow was like 2.24. We got it down to like $1.24. Our clicks were started at it was like 19 cents. We got it down to like 9 cents. So we're further optimizing, and we're going to optimize everything before we even think about scaling. And we're making money. People are buying the product. The product is a CPA product. It's $105 survival offer. Can't really tell you too much more because obviously we're walking into this niche, but it's a $105 CPA payout offer, which is incredible. You know, we're getting leads for like literally like 9 cents. We're building a list. We're making money. So there's some crazy stuff going on here in this particular niche market, but this is all based on optimization. Again, campaigns, one campaign, one ad set, maximum 2 ads in an ad set. The reason why you have 2 ads in an ad set is to split test your ads, split test your interest. That's it. You can go one ad set with one ad in an ad set. That's it, right? And you can compete against your campaign. So you can have campaign A, campaign B, right? If you want to work it that way, that's okay as well. So I wanted to show you. So I wanted to show you right here, just in a matter of the last couple of hours, you know, we're literally building out our lead flow. So we've got literally over 276 leads in here. We've added like 36 leads, and this is just like before I took this. This was like this morning. So we're just firing away, building out our lead flow, which is awesome. And then we sent out a broadcast. We have an autoresponder sequence that's all set up. We're also going to be optimizing our autoresponder sequence based on the triggers or what people are doing. So one of the things you need to do is when you set up your autoresponder sequence, you need to be able to set up tags in your autoresponder sequence. So whether you're using Infusionsoft or GetResponse or Ontraport or ActiveCampaign, you need to be able to set up your autoresponder sequence so when certain actions happen, certain triggers will happen, and we're going to monitor that as well. So what happens is if someone's clicking on opening up our email, we put them into a different autoresponder. If they're clicking on opening up and they're clicking over to the link and they're not buying, we're putting them into another autoresponder. This is what I'm talking about by optimizing your autoresponder sequence. You have to do this as well if you want to build out your lead flow, and not only build out your lead flow, if you want to convert that lead flow, because this is why it's called smart autoresponder sequences. So literally every autoresponder on the face of the planet is able to do this now. I'm not too sure what everybody uses, but what we use, we're able to do it. So you can see here, just based on a tiny segmentation of our list, you know, you'll see here I'm showing all this stuff to you guys like in real time. So, you know, 11.3% open rate, 2.2% click-through rate, you know, to a tiny list, 274 people, right? That's pretty amazing, right? This is the power of segmenting and optimizing your lead flow on the front end, getting them into your autoresponder sequence, having the messages set up based on the due diligence that you guys have done before you walk into a marketplace. Like I said, we spent 2 weeks on doing our research into our competitors. We walked into this niche. We looked at the biggest competitors that are in this niche right now. We got on their email list. We looked at their email flow that's coming out. We looked at their blogs. We looked at the information that they have, their communities, their Facebook groups. We looked at all of this. We did our competitive intelligence before we even spent a dime on Facebook. You need to be able to do your research up front. So this is going to help you later on when you're actually spending money on Facebook. This is what tons of people do not do. They're lazy. They don't want to do it. If you do it, I swear to God, if you do your research beforehand and you dig in, it is not a get rich quick. You can get rich quicker by being smart. If you do your research into your marketplace beforehand, it'll pay off in spades for you as you start to spend money on paid advertising because you'll know exactly what you need to do and how you need to build your campaigns. You'll have a really good foundation of how you need to build your campaigns, how you need to structure your campaigns with your copy, how you need to structure your fan pages, everything. How you need to build out your emails. And then, by the way, when you're building out your emails, obviously you have another set of emails sitting in a folder that you can upload right away and start to change out. Or as you're building out your funnels with your autoresponder smart sequences, uh, think of yourself as your ultimate prospect. What would you do if you didn't do this? If you clicked on a link and you went to a sales page and you didn't buy, what would you do next as a prospect? Think of yourself as your prospect. Put yourself in your prospect's shoes. That's how you set up your autoresponder sequence. You have to think about stuff and you have to map it out first before you start spending money because you'll lose money if you don't think about this kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, don't panic. The PDF is going to, my guys will get it uploaded at the end of this, so you have it in the members area along with the webinar. So the next big question I got this from quite a few people, is how do where do I find content people or copywriters to write my content-rich product landing pages and get them to convert? And how do I build out A-players for my business? Give me a quick second here. I got to take a glass of water. Just chime into the chat box if you guys are still with me. Let me know you're still out there so I'm not talking to dead air. I know there's quite a few of you on the call. I just want to make sure everyone can see stuff. Yeah, so I'm looking at some of the questions here. So you're right. Nuclear war is it's on the population's mind for sure, and it's giving the doomsday naysayers more of a they're in the news more now than they were back in the day because everyone's on edge. People are on edge. I know the North Korean crisis is kind of over, but people are still freaking out about it. There's more buzz on Facebook about it. So it's kind of a perfect time for us to actually walk into this market. This market is a market that's always spending money. But the best times that you can walk into a market is you can pick up that trend. You can ride that trend. You can ride that scarcity or that pleasure or that fear, and you can clean up on it. And there's a window for sure. I mean, this is an evergreen market, but there's a window where you can walk into trends and you can just absolutely clean up once you understand the psychology of what the market's doing, right? So, yeah, you're right. 18 to 25-year-olds, most of them don't even have desktops anymore. Most of them are on their mobile. So, again, I don't assume anything. My team doesn't assume anything. We test, we watch the data, we let the data dictate our actions. If you guys want to be good at Facebook at any one time, never ever ever assume anything. That's why you have data. That's why Facebook gives you a pixel. That's why Facebook tracks stuff for you. They've done all the hard work for you. The worst thing that you can do as an advertiser is not look at your data or not follow your data or just assume that you know because you might be in the market or just that'll that'll put you in the financial poorhouse. Look at your data. Your data will never lie to you. All right. So everyone says they're still here. That's good. Okay. So um, I'm going to make this section very easy for everybody because this has been a reoccurring theme in the support desk. People are like, where do I find content? People, I'm going to give you guys some resources, people that I actually use. And here's the thing: before I do this, I ask that if you are deadly serious, then contact people that I use, my people that I've used in the past, people that I'm using now. If you are not serious, if you are cheap, you don't want to spend money, please don't waste these people's time because I've formed relationships with these people and they just don't want to have their time wasted. Like you got to know, first and foremost, you got to know that you want to be running Facebook ads. You got to know that you want to be in the market that you're in, that you're going to be spending money on. And if you know those first two things, then by all means contact these people and let them build your teams for you, let them build your content for you. But they're not cheap. I'm going to tell you straight up right now. They're cheap will get you as far as cheap will get you. That's all I'm going to tell you. So, um, one of the people that I use and I have used in the past to build on my content rich product landing pages, and she did a phenomenal job, is Sherlyn Woodhouse. And she's on LinkedIn. I actually can't give you her email address, but I'm going to show you her LinkedIn profile. I've already talked to her, as you can see here in this email. She's more than happy to accept any new clients of mine or for me to bring people her way. Just please do not waste her time. She has a full-blown agency for doing all the blogging, all the content writing, content-rich product landing pages, team building. She'll do all your social media for you, which means if you're trying to build out your social media presence for your product or your service, her team will do it for you. Again, like I say, I ask you nicely, please do not waste her time. If you are not in a position to spend money with her, don't waste her time. Okay, don't tell her that you want all this kind of stuff and bug her and email her, and then all of a sudden, 3 days or 4 days or a week later, you're wasting your time saying, I'm not ready yet. Please don't do that. That's amateurish. That's not a business owner. So here she is right there. That's her LinkedIn profile. If you need to hit her up, definitely go hit her up. She's a fantastic lady from Canada. She knows her stuff, sharp copywriter. She does it all, and her agency does it all. So that's one of the resources that I use, that I have used in the past. I have other service providers, but she has good price points. That's why I'm giving her up. So if you guys want to use her for her services, she has decent price points for you. She's not cheap by any means necessary, but for some of you, I kind of know where you are right now. She will probably be a good fit for you. She's not on the higher end of the scale, so don't worry about that. Um, you can go to use her. And don't worry, this is all being in a PDF, so at the end of it, you'll be able to get it. And we'll have a Q&A at the end of the webinar as well, because I know a few of you got a whole bunch of questions there, so that's cool. I like to answer your questions. I don't like to shy away from questions because I need you guys to get successful. The more successful you get, the better off it is, because I can use you as case studies. Okay, so the next question I got was, well, how do I build a player team? I got a few questions about that. A lot of members, they don't know how to build teams. They don't know where to go to look to build teams. They don't know how to post. Let me save you a world of headaches. Go to 123employee.com. Devin Michaels is a good friend of mine. He's the CEO. He owns these guys, outsourcers. I've used them in the past multiple times. I've built out many teams using these guys. I direct some of my higher level clients to these guys for most of their tasks. These guys just work. Now, here is my caveat. Again, if you do not know what you want in your team, my suggestion to you is to sit down and have a thought about it first, who you need on your team, why you need them on your team, what kind of payment you're looking to pay your team before you go and talk to these guys, because you'll just be wasting your time because you'll just confuse them. This is a full blown outsourcing agency. They do it all, they do everything, and they do it very proficiently, they do it very well. They specialize for internet marketers like us and entrepreneurs like us, right? So if you're looking for content, well, these guys do content and they do bang on content. They do all my content. I do have content writers on my team, but I get these guys to do content for me as well, and I split test the content. Again, this is part of the optimization process. I split test everything, right? So these guys do all that kind of stuff for you. So nobody in the Platinum Syndicate membership should ever send in a sport ticket ever again now asking, how do I get content developed? Where can I go to get content developed? I'm telling you right now, go get your content developed here. I stand behind everything that I do, right? These guys do all my content for me. I will never, ever, ever direct you guys to a service or a product that I am not using myself. If I am using it and I'm battle testing it in my business, you guys can be rest assured that I've done all the dirty work for you, right? Again, the bottom line here is you need to be able to understand what you need in your business and how you need it in your business, right? The worst thing that you can do is confuse other people. So have a sit down, figure out who you need in your business, why you need them in your business, how much you are prepared to pay them in your business. And once you understand that, then you can go to 123employee.com and then you can say, listen, this is what I need in my business. These are the outsourcers or the VAs or the team members that I need in my business. They will give you as many outsourcers as you need. Yes, they are on the mid-tier level of pricing, but that's what happens when you're looking to build A-player teams. They're not cheap by any means. Their starter package is around $800 a month. So but with that, you get a account manager, you get a project manager, and you get your VAs. So you basically have a team built for you already. The only thing that you need to do is you need to guide them. You need to make sure that when you contact them, you need to be organized. You need to be able to let them know this is what I need in my business. I need this person, I need this person, and I need this person. This is my marketing strategy. This is how I would like to see things go. You need to be able to do all of that before you contact them, because the worst thing that you can do, and this is the biggest mistake entrepreneurs make, is when they're trying to build an A-player team or a team in general, is they don't have any structure set up for their team. They don't know what they're doing in their business, so therefore they go and they get a team and they say, I need all this stuff. Your team is only as good as you. So if you don't know what you're doing, chances are 123 employee may not be a good fit for you, because you're just going to confuse them and you're not going to get the results that you actually need. So like I say, sit down and have a thought. I can't do this for you because I don't know your business model. You know your business model. You know what you want to do. And you know the type of people that you need in your business. So if there's tasks that in your business that you don't like to do, then that's the person that you need to be plugged into your business. So if you're garbage at Facebook ads, then you tell 123 employee that you need somebody that's a specialist with Facebook ads, and they will give it to you. If you don't like to write copy, then you tell them, I don't do copy, I need a copywriter, and they'll give you a copywriter. It's that simple. It's not really rocket science. You know what you need to have in your business to help you be successful. So this is something that you need to do. The next service that I use is Integrate Pro. These guys do everything. Dave is part of ClickFunnels as well. These guys integrate everything for you. If you are technically challenged like myself, to this day, I don't even want to put up a squeeze page. I don't even care about that stuff anymore. That stuff does not make me money, right? Hiring other people to do it makes me money, right? Because I'm not going to spend half a day or 2 hours trying to put together a squeeze page and hook it up to an autoresponder and all this other kind of stuff on the shopping cart. I don't care about that kind of stuff. That's an $8 an hour task. That's a $10 an hour task. That's a $5 an hour task. It's not my task. Your job as entrepreneurs is to put together A player teams that will build, manage, and run your ship for you. So you as the CEO of your business, your only job is to steer the ship in the direction that you want it to go. Integrate Pro does everything. They'll integrate your WordPress sites to your shopping carts, to your e-commerce platforms. They do everything. Again, these guys are not cheap. They are on the mid-tier pricing scale to high end, but guess what? You pay for what you get for, and these guys will deliver phenomenal results. Dave does not screw around. He knows his stuff inside and out. That's why he's a part of ClickFunnels. They do everything. And this is what I use. Okay? So again, like I say, I put everything together. I back everything with what I use. I'm telling you to go use. Again, part of building a business is you need to have capital. You need to have capital to build your business. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to spend tens of thousands of dollars to build your business because that's not true. You don't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars. If you were to go offline right now to try to start a business or a franchise, at the bare minimum, you're looking at $500,000, right? Here, with all the tools and the people I've just given you, like you're looking at maybe a startup cost of maybe your first month, probably around 2,000, 2,500 bucks if you want to scale everything back. You don't need to build out a full team right away. You need to put the essential pieces of the puzzle together for your team, for what you want to get accomplished, right? That's more important, right? You can structure everything out, wireframe everything out so you understand what you need and you can progress towards it. The ultimate objective is for you guys to start to make money. So the stuff that you hate to do or you don't know what to do or how to do, stop banging your head against a brick wall and outsource it. Let somebody else build your house for you, right? So let me pause here. Let me look, see if you guys got any questions here. I'm going to go through the chat. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yep, good stuff. All right. Let me grab some water here. So once again, this section here is very important because I had a lot of members chime into the sport desk, and this is the most confusing part for people is A-player teams, building out a team, getting content written, looking for copywriters, looking for technical people, looking for people to build their ClickFunnels. Like I've just given it to you. This is who you use. This is how you get your team built for you, right? If you want to build an A-player team, you have to pay for an A-player team. You cannot build an A-player team for free unless you're going to leverage your skill set. So if you have a great skill set in one area and you are absolutely weak in another area and you find someone that you can partner with, all the better. Because then you're 50-50 partners. So you might as well go for it that way. I've done that many times as well. But I prefer for speed of essence and the path of least resistance. I know what I'm looking for, and I don't spend a lot of money. Look, I have a ton of money, but I'm very smart with my money. People that are very smart with their money understand that I do things on a small scale, right? Before I do any type of scale, I do everything on a small testing plan first, right? I have small budgets, and I stick to my budgets to the penny. So I know exactly who I need. Yes, I have my own teams around me, but when I do more outsourcing, I know exactly what I want to do. I sit down with my teams and I collaborate and say, well, what's the budget forecasting? What are we looking at here? Like down to the penny, literally down to like the $5 or $10. That's our variance, right? So that's what you need to do as well, right? And then get the people on your team that you need. That's crucial for you to help to start your business. Okay, so the next one is identifying products that you can tackle, promote, and dominate and grow long term by using free tools. So again, one member sent this in, but I've had literally another 8 people send in variations of this. They just don't know how to find affiliate pages. They don't know how to find offers. They don't know how to look at the traffic for using free tools. I'm telling you guys right now, like I said, if you guys would have started this 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, a lot of you probably would have quit and went to McDonald's and got a real 9 to 5 job. Like, you guys are living in the best, and it's only going to get better. These competitive tools, these spy tools are only getting better, man. Like, it's going to get to the point where people that are selling products are going to be scared to sell products because they're going to get ripped off literally within the next day. Their whole complete traffic blueprint, their whole entire funnel is going to get ripped off literally within a day or two. And then they're going to have fierce competition. You guys have a window right now to build amazing businesses if you put your head down and think about what you want to do. So let's get into this section here. So one of the tools that we use is bigbigads.com. We don't have to pay an account. All we need is a free. This is the free version. That's all we need is a free version. Like, I don't need to have a paid account to go look at, 10,000 more ads. I don't care about that, right? What I care about is, does this tool work? Does this tool serve the purpose that I or my team needed to serve? And does it give us the data that we need? And if those check marks are all yes, then why do I want to pay for a tool? I'm stingy as fuck. Excuse my French, but I mean, why do I want to pay for a tool if I don't need to pay for a tool? If the free version gives me everything that I need, you know what I mean? Like, I have other tools and other resources to get all the other information that I need. This tool is a phenomenal tool. So I give you a little bit of a case study here. I typed in ebook, right? And you can see here, I go on video views. The reason why I want to go on video views is I want to look at, is this market popping? Is this market, are people interested in this marketplace, right? So I looked at, and this is how you find affiliate products, by the way. So people are asking me, well, how do I find affiliate products? Well, I don't know how to find products. I don't know how to find services. I'm explaining to you right now how you do it. And literally, I did this all of inside of 10 minutes using this tool, right? So I typed in ebook because I'm thinking that you guys want to sell digital products, so i.e. ebook, right? It's very simple, just common sense. I typed in ebook, and then as you can see here, an ad popped out. This ad's running on Facebook, and these variations of the ads are running on Facebook. So I click on the link there. Let me show you the ad there. So that's what the ad looks like. That's running on Facebook, right? And you can see the hyper virality of this. 824,000, 14,000 comments, 547 shares, 12,000. I mean, you can't get any better than that. What does this tell you about this marketplace? This marketplace is blowing up, right? This marketplace is, people want stuff. People want information, right? So if you're looking to get into this market as a physical product or a digital product, well, I just laid it out for you. This is what you want to do, right? So that's like one of the ads. Looks, there's a whole bunch of these ads out there on Facebook, right? But we use the spy tools. This is a free spy tool. So why not use a free spy tool to find these type of things, these offers? So I click on the link, and you can click on the link. You can click on the link, and you can go see their fan pages. Sorry, by the way, let me take a step back here. So with big ads, when you see the ad there, you can click on the ad symbol. It'll take you to their fan page. It'll take you to their website. All the information is there for free for you. Okay. So this is their website. Now, again, a lot of the questions that came in were basically, well, how do I find a product? How do I promote products? How do I find a service? I'm walking you through this process right now. It's a 10-minute process or less. This is how you do everything, right? So I looked at their website, and what I did is I clicked on the navigational link, and I went down to the bottom. It says become an affiliate. So understand this marketplace. Like, this is not hard. You guys have to understand, this is not hard. This is super, super, super easy stuff, right? If you want to become an affiliate for this site, you now know that this site is making a whole bunch of money. You can tell the site is making a whole bunch of money because of the virality of their ad, because of the marketplace that they're in, right? In this particular marketplace, people are buying recipes all the time. People are looking for the latest information on how to build new recipes. People are looking for how to lose weight. You have to understand your marketplaces, right? And this is a physical product as well as a digital product, right? So you scroll down, you become an affiliate. Now, again, I use a free tool, right? I have the Chrome SimilarWeb app in the Chrome extension, and I simply clicked on this site, and you're gonna find all sorts of their affiliates. So if you're, a lot of questions I got, give me a second. A lot of questions I got were people were like, well, I can't find affiliate pages. I can't find affiliates. How do I find them? They're right here, right? I clicked on this link here on SimilarWeb Pro. I went to ads, right? And look, the top publishers are affiliates. That's what publishers are. They're super affiliates, or they're high-end affiliates. That's how you need to look at it. They're right there. If you would have clicked on this link here and went to My Daily Fitness, we went to the link, Daily Fitness, and looked at it, that guy's an affiliate, or that person's an affiliate, or that entity is an affiliate for this company, and they're making mad cash, right? That's how you find your affiliates. You can go use AdBeat. AdBeat is a paid service. I have an enterprise level solution account with AdBeat, so I get to see a whole bunch of data that the average person is not going to see. But again, like I said, you don't need to have a paid account to be able to reverse engineer people's funnels, to be able to reverse engineer to find affiliates. You don't need paid accounts for that. The free tools are very powerful. If you understand how to use free tools, then you're not going to break anything, right? It's simple click. It's just a simple click of the mouse, and the information is right there for you. You just have to understand how to use it, right? So that's one of their top affiliates. You can go look at their page right now and see this is an affiliate. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, it'll clearly tell you they're an affiliate because they have all sorts of disclaimers at the bottom of the page. So it's not hard. You can do this for you show me any niche market and I'll show you using paid tools right now, today. I'll reverse engineer everything for you in a matter of 5 minutes. It's not rocket science. It's not that hard. So I'm explaining to you guys now, and I have explained to you in the course exactly what you need to do when you need to find affiliates, right? So that's it, right? Using some, again, like using the free tools and using a little bit of common sense. Before, back in the day, I used free tools to get to 6 figures per month to build out my businesses. Free tools, didn't pay for anything. I had a free autoresponder. I had a free account with GoDaddy for free web hosting and free websites and free website builder. Yes, they were garbage, they were shit, but guess what? I understood copy, I understood how to market, I understand marketing. I'm a super affiliate. I know what people are looking for. I know how to get people to buy stuff. So I don't need free stuff, right? I had a free autoresponder, free hosting, free website builders, free tracking. I use Google tracking links back in the day, or TinyURL, or Bitly, all that kind of stuff, right? It was all free. So, and it wasn't the smartest thing to do, but guess what? It got me where I needed to get to. And then, yes, I bought some paid stuff as I was scaling up because I kind of had to. But I mean, literally, my first 6 figure month was free tools. My second 6 figure month, free tools. When I started getting up to multiple 6 figures a month, yes, that's when I started getting some paid tools because I wanted to get sharper in the game. I wanted to get better data, quicker data, more real-time data quickly. But that was back in the day. Nowadays, again, if you were to take everything away from me, and I mean everything, I lost everything. I would be doing 6 figures inside of 2 months with all these free tools out here right now, and all the free tools that you guys got, all these free trials that ClickFunnels and landing page genius and sorry, not landing page genius, but ClickFunnels, lead pages, free autoresponder, get response, sign up for here, Aweber, sign up for, I mean, all these tools. I mean, my God, nothing is stopping you guys. The only person stopping you guys right now from crushing your numbers is yourself. So that's the webinar for today. It's now 2:18. We went way over schedule. I'm going to take about 10 minutes to do Q&A. I'm actually going to open up the lines. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try and open up the lines to let you guys speak. So one person at a time. So let me see if I can do this with invite as a presenter, broadcast comment to room. I don't think I can make anybody live here, which kind of sucks with all this big hype that Webinar Jam has. I don't want to make you a presenter. Okay, you guys got any questions? Put them into the chat box and I will answer them. We'll spend about 10 minutes and then we're done because you guys got to get back to work. So put your questions in the chat box here while I try to figure out if I can open up the lines to make you live or not. And I'll read out your question. Go ahead, everybody. We got 10 minutes, so let's make a count, please. Oh, I think if you look on your Webinar Jam, I think it says speak request. I think if you look at that little palm symbol or the hand symbol, I think you click on that. If you guys can see that, click on that. Maybe that will open you up. I'm not sure. Let me see what happens. Can everybody still hear me? I hope I wasn't speaking to dead air here. Oh my God. Is everybody still out there? Okay, cool. Oh my God. All right. Questions, people, questions. We got 9 minutes left. I'm very deadly serious about this. We've gone over an hour and a half into the webinar, so put your questions out there. We got 9 minutes. I'm going to answer them. Now's your chance. You got me live. We're here live, people. Let's go. There we go. All right. Speak request. Joel, accept. Hello? Joel, did that work for you, buddy? I clicked on the plus symbol or the check mark. Okay, let's try this again. Joel, I see you raise your hand up there. I'm clicking on the accept. I'm not sure what happens on your end, if you can hear me or not, or if you can open up your line. Let me know what's happening on your end there, Joel. Need to install a plugin. Okay, I see. Wow, Webinar Jam once again, eh? Okay, buddy, install the plugin and see if it works. All right, so a question came in here is what are the hottest converting CPA offers right now for Q4? So I don't really look at that kind of stuff as far as quarter to quarter goes. I look at what's going on right now. I look at where we can penetrate into a market right now and where we can build out a little niche business and scale it from there. Coming into Q4, obviously, what do you guys got going on right now in Q4 for CPA offers? You got your sports. A lot of sports are starting to rev back up. You've got Halloween coming up. You've got Thanksgiving. You've got those type of offers coming up. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Q4, all that kind of stuff is coming up. So start to look for hooks and angles around those type of markets right now, and look at offers that are related to the offers, like sweepstakes type of offers coming up. Um, those are the hot offers right now coming up. Loans, credit repair type offers are coming up because people spend a boatload of money in Q4 and they're broke. So you might want to look for offers right now in CPA for that. Get a free $1,000 to spend here, blah blah blah. Those type of offers are all over the place with CPA. Those do very well around this time. You can hook it into like an event coming up, or hook it into a season like a holiday coming up. That'll work very well. Okay, next question is, let's see. So if I see one ads convert better in the evening, it's better I pause inactive the ad during the day. So with that question is, you never want to pause an ad, because when you pause an ad, what you tell the algorithm is you're not prepared to spend any money or run that ad right now. So the algorithm will stop working for you. So when you pause an ad, you're gonna have to restart it again. So that restarts the algorithm again. That's gonna screw up your metrics. So what you want to do is you want to lower your budgets. Now, if you specifically want to run your ads in a very specific time frame, you can do that as well using a third-party service as well. So totally up to you when you want to light your ads up. But my recommendation is, if the ad is a winning type of an ad, or the ad is converting for you, it's meeting its objective. I don't know what your objective is, only you do. So if it's meeting your objective and the metrics are in alignment with your budget and it's doing everything that it's supposed to do, never ever ever pause an ad. Just lower the budget on the ad. You can always kickstart it back up during prime time. There's no shame in that whatsoever. Okay, so new fan page. Do they need warming up, or can we advertise with them straight away? Yeah, you can advertise right away on a fan page. You don't have to have any content on it whatsoever. Nothing. You don't have to have any on it. But my caveat to you is, what would be the better play? Would the better play be for you to have a fan page that has some content on it, has some engagement on it, and running ads to it, or having a fan page that just has the name of the fan page on it and running an ad from it? What do you think the better play would be for you? That's going to help out your Facebook account over the long haul. You guys need to understand something. When it comes to Facebook, the algorithm and running ads, they look at everything. Facebook is disabling accounts, banning accounts left, right, and center for these very reasons. Facebook wants you to be a legitimate business, or look like a legitimate business. So everything that you do, the second that you log into Facebook and log into the advertising platform, they know exactly what you are doing. So don't think that you're fooling them. They have the smartest engineers on the face of the planet. They built out the algorithm. They have a chat bot. They have an ad bot. They have an image bot. They have a keyword bot. They have a content bot. They have thousands of advertising bots that look at everything. So you have to understand something. When you're doing your ads, you need to be smart. You need to be a business, literally, right? So run everything through your business manager. Don't run personal ads anymore. If you're running personal ads still, get a business manager. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. Give Facebook every opportunity to say, yes, you are a good Facebook citizen. Yes, you are compliant. Yes, you are a real business. We're going to help you run your ads to the point where you run enough good ads that your ads will go into auto approval mode and we won't bother you and you'll make a whole bunch of money. Versus having your accounts reviewed all the time, getting your accounts flagged all the time, and getting your accounts shut down all the time. I don't know about you, but I like to sleep at night like a baby. And I like to wake up knowing that my accounts are there and I'm making a lot of money and I have no issues. And almost 90% of my ads are they're auto approved. I don't have to worry about anything. All right. That being said, it's now 2:30. We've been an hour and a half. So if there's no more questions, I'd like to thank you guys for showing up to your Platinum Syndicate membership second webinar. Our third webinar will be in September. I've got some stuff planned for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys can do me a favor, just put into the chat box. If you have anything specific that you want to see for month 3, let me know, and I'll sit down with my team and figure out what we can do for you guys. Because part of the reason is it's great that you're in the membership site, but at the same time, I don't mind giving you guys content. I don't mind churning out content for you that's actual, that's proven to work. But part of the membership is my vision for this is I want you guys to get like super successful. So that means I need to dig into your businesses. I need to see what you guys are doing. I need to see how you're doing it so I can help you to further fuel your businesses. So rather than me just, always churning out content, it may or may not be the content that you're interested in, or may or may not be the content that you want to see. So guys, do me a favor, if not now, obviously not now because we just went over this webinar, but in the next, literally in the next 2 to 3 weeks, just again, I'm going to send out a survey again because I'm going to remind you guys if there's something specific that you need, and it's going to be like literally, if enough people chime in and it's a reoccurring theme, I'm going to do it because that's what it's for the membership. If it's just one person, then send in a support ticket. I'll see what I can do, but I can't cater to one individual at a time. This is like almost group coaching for me. So this is more of a leverage play. So I'm able to help out a lot of members in the membership area versus just doing one-on-one. Because I can't charge you 25 grand for one-on-one, but if it's the point where you want me to build your business for you and you keep asking me to build it, I got to charge you 25 grand. I don't want to do that. This membership is $397 a month. I want to do some group coaching with you guys, and I want to help everybody on a whole. So all you guys, and the reason why I did this webinar is because a lot of the questions that came in were similar, and there was a lot of, and with these 3 areas. So that's why I did this webinar based on your feedback. So again, in the next week or 2, sit down, let me know what you're looking for month 3. If you guys want, I can get a special guest speaker coming in here for month 3. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, let me know who or what area you would actually maybe like to get a guest speaker coming in on, and I'll try and pull some strings and try to get somebody in here that specializes in that area if there's enough interest. So that would be highly valuable for you guys in September because Q4 is rolling around and this is your most profitable time. Everybody is coming back. People came back from holidays. Everyone, summer's basically over. People have spent a lot of money in the marketplaces. Now they're broke. They need to buy stuff. They need to get their businesses back up and running. So if you're an affiliate, this is a fantastic time for you. If you are a product owner and a physical product, this is a fantastic time for you as well. So if there's an area that you want to focus in on or a speaker, definitely send tickets back in the support desk and let us know, and we'll try and get something for September. All right? All right, guys, it's 2:33 here. I'm going to shut down the webinar. Thank you guys very much for your time. Thank you for hanging around. The webinar will be uploaded probably by the end of the day. I'll send out an email for you guys. You guys can go back and check, but obviously you should just go check anyways by the end of the day or tomorrow morning. Everything will be in the membership site for you. All right, guys and girls. So that being said, you guys take care. I'll see you soon.